Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Daily Divine Messages from Spirit. I was about to say Tea and Tarot Tuesday. It is Tuesday. But Tea and Tarot Tuesday will be going live this evening on my channel, and you'll be seeing me live as we unfold the energies for the month of March for all signs. So if that is something that you're interested in, definitely subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can catch me live this evening for Tea and Tarot Tuesday. But this morning we are here, whenever this video finds you, we are unfolding our daily divine messages from Spirit to tune into the highest frequencies and see how Spirit wants to help you make this decision. If this video finds you, if you have a decision that you're at a crossroads with, maybe a dilemma, whatever the case might be, conflict of interest, Spirit is helping you make this decision. We're going to tap in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Princess Leah, and I'm an intuitive artist and healer. I pull, as I say, from the highest frequencies from Spirit through the tools and of tarot, intuitive channeling through dance, music, art, writing. So on my channel here, it's not just tarot, but it's also music and good vibes, because our mission is to use the performing arts and the healing arts to heal the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. My mission is to awaken us to conscious love. And as I am going live right now, you might be able to hear the background of some cars swishing in the rain. We have some sound bowl healing in the background, but there is some light rain, which is beautiful. This is the first rain of the spring season, which, you know, obviously the spring solstice is coming, the equinox is coming in a couple of weeks, but I love when it gets warmer and then it starts to rain. They are saying it's going to snow where I'm at, but that's okay. That's the polarities of the Midwest and weather and our dualities of our souls. And that's exactly where we're at in this point in time. You might be feeling like you are in a duality of conflict of interest. That's why it's hard for you to make this decision. That's why Spirit wants to help you navigate through your crossroads of your decision making right now. Maybe you are doing a lot of purging, clearing, cleansing, releasing, elevating, because you have to purge it to merge. You have to feel it to heal it, right? It has to come up to come out. And so as the rain falls, the tears might be falling from your eyes, and that's okay. Let it come through. Embrace it. Today, during this daily divine message, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pull the energies from these cards, from the Star Child Akashic Tarot, the Beyond Lemuria oracles, and the Four Agreements oracles, as well as tapping into our heart space from Spirit, to see what kind of prophetic downloads might want to come through before we get into the cards. So if you want to place your hand on your heart, whatever messages come through during this sound bowl heart chakra opening, those messages are for you, and I'm going to see what is also here for the collective, okay? I just heard stop and go. And then I just heard come and go. That's a gas station in the Midwest. But I also just heard it in the reference of maybe someone who feels like you're in like this stop and go stagnancy. This could be in a relationship. We feel like maybe there's a this pattern or repetition of coming and then going, or quite literally come and go, not to be explicit, but that's what I'm hearing, so that might be significant for someone. And if that's the case, I'm hearing your heart space is not satisfied in that. And that's the decision you're trying to make of, is this what I really want? And if not, why am I still here? You know, Venus in retrograde in the sign of Aries right now, that just started on the 1st of March and will go and be in retrograde until April 12th. While Juno also is going to be coming into retrograde here, Mercury is going to be coming into retrograde here. That's a lot of reflection on your areas of relationships, marriages, commitments, and that divine feminine energy of what it is that you're attracting in, how it is that you are receiving, trusting. Are you allowing what you do want to come in, or is it being blocked and prevented because of the inability, or because of the external, or because of anything that is not serving, that's not pouring into you, that's not fulfilling fully, fulfilling, is not fully filling. And it's not to expect it from an external. Spirit is saying, don't expect to be fully filled from an external source. You are the source energy of your own existence. They are not the source of your significance. So maybe even just understanding that might help give some clarity in your decision. If you're not seeking so hard to gain their approval, validation, then it doesn't affect you as deeply if you walk away, or if they walk away, because your grounding, your standards, your standards, boundaries, desires, wants, needs hold a different vibration than what frequency they're on. That's what I'm hearing for some. So this could be a decision you're making with a relationship, a romantic relationship. This can also be the same kind of decision you might be making in a platonic relationship, in a familial relationship, in a professional environment. And if so, Source is saying take away the attachment to behind the source of believing. Take away the attachment behind the belief that they are the source of your significance. This could also be a thing, of money, a place, an object, a house, a car, friendships, a lifestyle, a habit, an addiction, right? Maybe you are battling the decision, I just heard, should I stay or should I go? Where should you stay? Where should you go? But I'm also hearing, be careful of all the shoulds, the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Because when we get too caught up in the shoulds, the expectations, then we can fall into those false expectations appearing real. Fear, right? The acronym. But your decision is yours to make, and you can't get it wrong, says Abraham Hicks. You can't get it wrong because you'll never get it done. And you never get it done because you're always expanding, you're always unfolding, you're always learning more about yourself. learning more about yourself is a beautiful thing. So you start learning more about what you do want based on when you learn what you don't want, and who you are when you see who you're not. And then as you start to understand that, then you can align a little bit more with what feels good. Because you don't need to align with what feels bad. But then we get caught up in the shoulds. So we think, well, I should stay in this because they did this, that, and the other for me. Or I should stay in this because I've come this far. What's that other quote people I've been hearing? I didn't come this far just to come this far. I know I've heard it more in different ways, but I'm hearing that Drake song with Kim Kardashian that says that, so some of you might know that song if that's your genre of style of music. But I'm hearing, I didn't come this far just to come this far and not be happy. But Spirit is saying, dear one, if you're not happy, then coming this far is your indicator to pivot. Coming this far just to not be happy doesn't mean to force yourself in this situation. You cannot force happiness. That's an oxymoron. If you have come this far and you are not happy, you're not satisfied, if you have come this far and you're still unfulfilled, then something has to shift. Something has to pivot. And chances are it may, only really you can know truly if it's you or if it's another. But most of the time you want to look at yourself first. Most of the time it has something to do with yourself first. I'm not saying you are the problem, but it's how you're perceiving it. But if it's not you and it is an external circumstance, an external being, counterpart that is just not showing up for you in a way that is unfulfilling, if it's a job that is toxic and draining, and you've done everything you could to shift yourself, your perspective, then there comes a time where, you come this far and you are still not happy, and you may have to turn around and shift and pivot. I read this book and I still can't remember what the title was, but I read it probably about 10 years ago. And I think it was, I don't remember what it's called, but it was about quitting and how people say, don't quit, never give up. If you give up, you're weak. And this book was actually busting that myth that not every quitting decision is bad or wrong or weak. Sometimes quitting, giving up, is actually the strongest thing you can do, because if it's draining you, if it's toxic, if it's unhealthy, if it's not getting you anywhere, if it's a dead end, if it's a cul-de-sac, if it's a cliff, quitting actually can save your life, figuratively and literally. So the shoulds, Spirit is saying, need to be released in this decision that you are on the fence about, because the shoulds might be getting you in a deeper dilemma, because you're thinking, oh, I should force this, I should continue, I should not give up, because of the belief system that giving up is weak. That if I come this far to get this far, then I have to see it through. But you don't, beloved. You can't get it wrong, because you'll never get it done, because you're always unfolding. So hopefully that resonates with someone. These are some real truths from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So, my hands are feeling a little dry today. It's a little chilly, but not nearly as cold as it's been in the past, but not quite as warm as it was last week. But I love that it feels like a Monday because of this rain. We had that 3/3 portal yesterday, which was absolutely beautiful. So yeah, maybe there is a decision in, I just heard third party, a decision. Maybe you're in a love triangle. That's for someone specific. I don't know. I don't know who, but that came through. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this connection, whatever it is for you. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this decision. The cards just pick up the energy. This one wants to move. King of Crystals, there he is. That one always wants to come through. King of Crystals, a heart activation. A heart activation. Trying to find stability. Trying to ground in something stable, something certain, something that will last. Following your heart, Spirit says, though, whatever decision you make, follow your heart. I saw 1717 on the clock, so that might be a significant angel number for you. The Three of Crystals actually was overturned at the bottom of the deck, but it was in reverse. So maybe you are trying to seek counsel, but you're perhaps unsure who to talk to about this. Maybe this isn't a regular kind of situation, so you're not sure if you can find trusted people to talk to about it. Maybe you are trying to be really mindful of who you are talking to and getting counsel from. Because with it in reverse, when I turned over the deck, you have gotten incorrect counsel. Maybe you have gotten counsel from from people that were not quite giving you healthy advice or advice that aligned with your truth. Maybe you were it didn't feel like they were giving you counsel in your best interest or advice in your best interest. Underneath that, awakening. So I think you're awakening to this truth that in order to find grounded stability, you have really the best counsel is your heart, is what I'm hearing. Because your heart, with that Three of Crystals and the 3/3 portal, that's you, me, and divinity. That's you in spirit and your angels, your guides. You're awakening to the guidance of your spirit team, of source, of your heart. You're awakening to the guidance of your heart. Follow that heart. I know that can feel really, really vague and general and cliche, but your heart truly will lead you to stability. Follow your bliss, Joseph Campbell says. Follow your bliss, as cliche as that sounds, but listen to your heart, because right now you have some interference with this Five of Wands. You have some interference that is coming in that you may not even see with your two eyes, but you can feel, and that's why you're in this like dilemma. That's why the decision is so hard for you to make, because you want to listen to your heart. You want to listen to the right counsel. But with this having been in reverse, you're awakening to the fact that maybe the people that were chirping in your ear were not quite the best ones to listen to, because maybe they had I'm hearing alternative intention, alternative motive. I don't know how that goes, Spirit. But I'm just like bringing in downloads, words that match the frequency as I channel from Spirit. Ulterior motives. I think that's how it's said. Maybe you have been. So this card slipped out as I was shuffling the deck, getting them ready. Speak openly and honestly. So that is the next steps that wanted to come through for us in this decision. 21:12 on the clock. There's some mirroring happening. Something is happening where a perspective is shifting. A mirror is happening. You're seeing yourself in another is seeing themselves in you. But when you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. I think that's one of the scariest things to do, is to speak openly and honestly, is to not make assumptions. Maybe that is why this decision is so hard for you to make, because you're making assumptions. They're going to feel this way. They're not going to be able to do this without me. I am the glue to their, work, whatever. Maybe you feel like the company can't last without you. You're making the assumptions that they'll be super angry and never want to be friends again. Whatever the assumptions that are going on, those are those expectations, those shoulds as well. The false expectations appearing real. So instead, whatever decision you do make sure it's coming from the heart. Make sure you're grounded and stable. And make sure you're speaking openly and honestly. Okay? Nothing you haven't heard before, but these are just reminders that Spirit wants you to really take into strong consideration as you are making this decision. Where is this coming from? Is it because of feeling like a source of stagnancy, a source of lack, instability, uncertainty? If it has to do with your pentacles, your money, are you feeling like if you make this decision to walk away from this job, you won't be able to sustain your lifestyle, your family? Trust. And if that's the case, speak openly and honestly about your fears. Speak openly and honestly about your concerns and worries. If this isn't a relationship, Spirit is saying speak openly and honestly about your concerns about it. Are they going to be stable? Is this going to be a stable run, is what I just heard. Is this going to be a secure connection? Am I going to be able to speak openly and honestly about my feelings with you? That's what you're trying to decide. Yeah, but listen to your high heart chakra. Look at that. Follow your bliss. What we say. Thank you, Joseph Campbell, coming through. Follow your bliss. The high heart chakra, the hummingbird. Always coming back. Always coming back. No matter what, hummingbirds migrate and then they come back at the beginning of the season. If they feel comfortable with you, with your space. So I'm excited to see my hummingbird friends if they come back this season again. You have luminescence and endless opportunities and transformation once again. Transformation has come out about 3 times within the last 3 reads. So there's something strong. Look, talking about hummingbirds, fur and feathered friends. The strength card. All right. You are transforming into strength, into a space where you can be a safe space to speak openly and honestly with others and for them to speak openly and honestly with you. That's what's going to ground you. That's what's going to bring out stability. The King of Crystals, that masculine energy. So it could be with a masculine, or the masculine energy within yourself. The masculine, the high heart chakra, that did come through. Luminescence and the King of Crystals always come through together. They're a pair, I noticed, even though they're in two separate decks. But you see how their hearts are being activated, and how he's looking over at her, this mermaid. And as she's closing her eyes, feeling the vibration of the heart frequency, she is even kind of crying, because it's like so overwhelming and overpowering to feel that love. So maybe you're feeling that when you think of a particular masculine energy, or maybe if you are masculine watching, you know, can sense and see this feminine in her vulnerable space, purging, crying, like this rain on the raindrops out here. If that resonates, take it. If it does, don't force it if it does not. But whatever the case is, when you follow your heart, when you follow your bliss, your ecstatic bliss, endless opportunities await for you. Number 23 reduces to 5 for change, shifting, transformation with these butterflies in the bubble. Transformation. When you follow your heart, you open a gate to endless opportunities. Every single one of these bubbles of opportunities have been your transformation, have been opportunities for you to transform your heart into the highest frequency of conscious love. So speak openly and honestly about it. When you see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do. Even if others lie to you, it's okay. They're lying to you because they are afraid you'll discover that they are not perfect. Isn't that interesting? Going back to this 3 of Crystals that was in reverse. If people that you're seeking counsel from are trusting and working on a project together, or if it feels like it didn't seem like they had, you know, your best interest at heart, don't take it personally, because really they were afraid. That's why the 4 agreements is so important to shifting our belief system, because we make assumptions, we take things personally, we're not impeccable with our word, and then we forget the authentic power that we have if we don't take things personally, if we don't make assumptions, if we are impeccable with our word, if we do our best. No more and no less. Even if other people are not giving you the best, wisest of counsel, even if I'm also hearing not just the 3 of Crystals of someone else giving you incorrect or misleading information, but I'm also hearing misleading information from like social media and the media, and we're in Pisces season. Pisces rules the media and television and the arts and consciousness. And so maybe I'm hearing just like subliminal messages. Maybe you feel like you have been misinformed, and now you're awakening to the misinformation that's been leading you. And that's why you're making decisions to make different choices. You're making a new decision to show up in life from your heart. That's why you're making the decision to transform. That's why you are opening your throat chakra to speak more honestly, and recognizing and awakening when things have not been as true, when you're seeing the false misperceptions. So if this helps you with your decision making, trust and believe that your heart knows the answer. It might be scary, it might feel, I just took a deep breath, so it might feel like this exhale, but you know what the truth, you know what you need, you know what you want. It's just a matter of really saying that honestly. So that's why it's important that you remove all those blockages and all those false expectations and all those shoulds and all those assumptions, and just trust. Trust in what you know divine has to say to you. If you need to take a moment to go within in this cocoon space to really listen to the guidance of your ancestors, of your spirit guides, spirit team, angels, earth angels, whatever you might need to do, journal, take a bath, sit and meditate, listen to some healthy subliminal messages of positive empowerment, then that's what you need to do. Because that's what's going to help you with clarity, even asking for clarity, continuing to set the intention of what it is that you're wanting to be clear on. Okay? So, and listen to all of the messages that come around as well. They come through random things. Spirit was like, hold on, last message. Listen to. If you go to bed with the intention of finding clarity and you wake up and there's a song on your Spotify alarm shuffle, that's your answer, right? I went to bed writing a whole list of questions that I just wanted to ask. I woke up to the alarm this morning to 50 Cent 21 questions. Like, who remembers that early 2000s, right? I'll ask 21 questions and they're all about us. So, maybe that is significant for someone as well. Maybe there's a conversation that just needs to be had with honest questions to be answered and to be asked. And if you're not sure about it, journal those questions out just to get out what it is you want to ask. You don't have to ask them. Okay, so I hope this helps. Spirit needs to add that in there. If it does, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Please definitely do like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel so that we can continue to heal the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. And if you'd like to book a personal tea and tarot soul session with me, I do have some openings for March. You will receive a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea from my FemRems apothecary when you book a tarot session with me. I am also offering free first time mini reads that for those who have not booked a session with me yet. And you can email me at my FemRems page, femrems811@gmail.com. You can message me. You can follow me over on my social media, Princess Leah 888. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, I hope this helps. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.